ShadowOfIris.com presents Desert Girl, a poem by Matt at Shadow of Iris. I didn't know at first who'd done it, but out there in that desert, where no one ever goes anymore, someone had grown a terribly small, nearly impenetrable corral of cacti. That was the year that I spent out there, living in an old abandoned cabin, under the shadow of a tall cliff that overhung ancient broken rocks. I'd go out to that cacti corral each morning and herd myself in through a small hole that I'd found under the prickly needles. Then I would just sit there and wonder what it was all about, and who'd grown these cacti. For what purpose? Then one morning when I went out there, I'd found that each of the cacti had bloomed into the most amazing shade of red, a bleeding carmine that weeped yellow across a pure azure sky, a scene so surreal in its beauty, it lifted up my heart and crushed it. She was there, sitting at the very center, cross-legged, with her eyes half closed. She wore the timeless attire of some forgotten era, feathered accoutrements and green-patterned beads. She was young and pretty and lithe. She puffed on a small, slender reed pipe. The whiffs of her smoke reached me with the sweet incense of her breath. I was there, but not there. And as for whether she saw me, I suppose I'll never know. Oh, I was desperate to speak with her, but I couldn't bear the thought of intruding upon her in her quiet meditations and subdued revelry. She was gone the next day, and the blooms were nothing but fallen petals that the wind was busy scattering into emptiness. Out of that entire year that I spent out there in the desert, it was she and her cactus blooms that I will never forget for as long as I live.